Welcome all to the Speakeasy podcast. I am Daryl.
I'm Phil.
I'm the sheriff.
And yes, we have a new member on our team. Unfortunately, Jason couldn't be part of doesn't want to be part of the online broadcasting of the podcast, but he's still indirectly affiliated, so no worries. How you guys been doing?
Um, Pretty all right, all things considered. But like we mentioned, there is a bit of changes COVID related.
How about you, Sarah? How's the finals?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm three exams down, two to go.
Oh
Not
shit,
to
you're still
mention
not
there's
done.
one today at 6.
You're still not done?
Nah, I'm not done yet, but I'm done tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, but yeah, that's stress. All right, let's start
But,
this. Oh yeah, you want to say something?
but here's the thing, here's the problem with this fucking lockdown, bro. Is even if you're done exams, what the fuck comes after? You got none to do, man.
The Speakeasy
Even if
podcast, you know
you're
what I'm
done
saying?
exams, man.
Listen to the
Oh,
Speakeasy podcast, you know what I'm saying? Every
Listen
Wednesday.
to all your podcasts.
Educate
tune in and
yourselves.
check out the podcast, bro. That's it.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Since we're talking about the lockdown, what do you think about the new announcement that our PM decided to make, where everything is basically a lockdown between, was it December 25th to
Yeah.
January 11th? I think.
Right.
Yeah. What do you
It
think
is
about
dumb shit. It is dumb shit.
Yeah.
It is
What are your
beyond
thoughts?
retarded.
I know why they're doing it, but like it's a bit problematic.
Here's my issue with it, right? So I don't know if you know it. I think New Zealand became a COVID-free zone as of late. I don't know if
Yeah.
you saw it. And
I saw that, yeah.
yeah, and Korea has been a COVID-free zone. At least their cases were very, very low during the lockdown there. During the lockdown, it was none, I think. I mean, there was
Okay.
because I know like a bunch of friends of mine were in Korea and they're just fucking around and shit and like going to restaurants and whatnot. But anyways, so the point I'm trying to make is like, yo, why didn't you like lock down the entire, when you talk about lockdown, right? Their definition of lockdown is like, okay, we're gonna lock places down, but there's restrictions. There's like exceptions where you could go skiing and shit and do this and that. You could travel a bit and have fucking 2 weeks. I'm like, yo, bro, a quarantine fucking zone means a quarantine zone. Nobody fucking moves, right? And if we'd done
Nobody
that,
gets out.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, so if we'd done that earlier, if we'd done that like in March till say May, complete lockdown, nobody moves, nobody in and out of the country, and like we basically shut everything down. Right now would be like we would be free, or at least we would have a lower case rate, I think. Whereas like because we had a very weird fucking restriction base, it was a lockdown, but not really. Like people could still travel and shit. Like the cases didn't really go down; it just dipped. And so now when they opened back everything up, like in July or whatever, the introduction of new fucking people into the country just basically made it worse, because there were still like problems within the fucking country. Like there were still cases within the country, so I didn't really solve anything. Just delayed the inevitable. That's what my thoughts on it. It's fucking so stupid, because now it's like, oh well, great. Now we're back into lockdown number 2 or 3,
3, yeah.
which
I
is,
don't remember which lockdown it is now. It's been so long.
yo. He told me, yeah, when he said yeah, all stores are closed down, but ski resorts you can still fucking go. I was like, nah, this
That's
guy's
such a
taking a piss.
bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
I
such
was
a
like, yo,
bullshit. Just because it's a national like sport, like a national activity, like everybody
Yeah.
goes skiing and stuff. They're like, oh no, we can't get rid of that. We can't get rid of that. Huh? We can't
Not
get rid of, but
skiing.
it makes no
of
sense.
course
Hockey, I think
not.
hockey
Of
was also
course
one of
not.
them. Hockey, you can still play hockey. I was like, what the
Of
fuck?
course.
You can't live without hockey.
The Montreal Canadiens, bro. How can you not?
Yo, it's blasphemy if you don't play hockey in fucking Canada. What the
Fuck's
fuck?
sake.
It makes no sense, man.
Yo, these people got
I-
me looking like Gandalf in this bitch. Huh? They got me looking like the beard of wisdom, and they're letting people out and they're letting people travel and shit, and they're closing gyms, they're closing restaurants, small
Yeah.
businesses are gonna start closing. It's ridiculous. People are losing their livelihood because of
Yeah, makes no
of
sense.
unprofessional, uncoordinated bullshit.
What are your thoughts, Phil?
I think the fact that national sports or
Yeah, entertainment. Yeah.
things of national interest are prioritized could be related to Legault's political affiliation. We have to remember that he's kind of, in a sense, he's nationalistic.
Well, yeah.
He's like a, well, the CAC is like a party which has an amount of self-importance that probably reflects in some of their decisions. Like, like a lot of people were complaining about the whole Christmas thing because they're prioritizing Christian Christmas over other celebrations. Could be another sign of like normalizing traditional Canadian Christian values over other cultures.
I think the funny thing about that was when he was saying that, oh yeah, Christmas is canceled this year. He was like, oh, you guys can take naps. That shit fucking killed me. You get to vous pouvez prendre des siestes. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What?
Yo,
We've been napping.
Listen, what do you? But for real though, what do you expect from someone that looks like a ball sack, bro?
Yo, man,
that looks like a sack, bro. And by the way, his comments prove to everybody that this is a joke. This whole thing was an absolute mess and a joke because they couldn't even like get the rules straight. You know what I'm saying? When people would say lockdown, nobody gets out of the house.
Yeah.
Nobody does anything. Everybody stays locked in because if everybody does that, we'll get out early and we'll be free like the other people in Europe, man. Some countries in Europe, they're already free. No masks, no social distancing, no nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. They're out there in the streets just enjoying their daily lives while here we're stuck in the confinement of my own room, man.
It's a prison. It's a self-prison.
No, man. My best friend's my locker, bro.
Yo. Hey, at least we're doing the podcast, so we see each other every week, so that's fine.
Hey, man, that's what's up. That's what's up.
We can do that.
But yeah, what do you think about the severity of the actual like disease itself? Do you think it's like it's blown out of proportion? Do you think it's like the media is making it bigger than it actually is? Like considering the numbers, like you actually look at the numbers and you compare it to other like diseases like influenza, for example. They have I think in November it was influenza actually had higher rates here in Quebec than there were of COVIDs. So I was like, there's other stuff that there's other like, I guess, factors that sort of like make this virus more sort of like, oh, we should push this one into the media, make it more, we convince the public that this is a massive threat and like everyone's gonna die if nobody like does shit. And it's like, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Dude, STDs killed more people. What the fuck, man? Dude, STDs killed more people. What the fuck is this?
Well, yeah, HIV actually
you see me confined in my own home because of STDs? Let's get out of here,
bro. I think I disagree in the sense that people's lives are at stake. So even if it's like less people, it's the whole proportion of the elderly. And I feel like we have to accept the sacrifice because, I mean, it depends what degree of sacrifice we're talking about, but I'm saying like, I think confinement is the step to take because we could also just say, oh, it's just the elderly, but it's not. There's a proportion of the population that doesn't have the immune system to deal with COVID. It's like not just that age group. So I feel like by like giving up, we're just like sentencing them to die. We're just acceptable losses. Like I don't like agree with that course of action.
Yeah.
But of course the developments are not satisfactory, but
no, I think it's more. I mean, it's more it's not the fact that we should like let everything loose and sort of just fuck around like normal. But I'm talking about like how not everyone's sort of like going towards like vaccines and stuff. All like specific industry or like industries around like health and all that stuff is booming, or grocery stores are booming, whereas other small businesses are basically getting fucking destroyed. So like my question is not whether or not like the disease is actually gonna it's actually should be taken seriously. Obviously, yeah, we should, but it's more like do you think the media is basically making um this the only issue that we should concern ourselves with, or is it more sort of like, oh, it's just the trend, like like last episode we talked about the trends and stuff, and like, is this like one of those trends, or is it more like,
It is. You're absolutely right. It is one of those trends, and I'll explain why. Because not undermining the severity of the disease, or not so whatsoever. I was just saying that people that are vulnerable to this disease should have confined at the point that where it started. You know what I'm saying? Like the elderly are the ones that are the most vulnerable. People with weak immune system, like Philip mentioned before, these are the people that should be confined to home right away. Stay home and let the people like us that are healthy, strong, and can get out there and not really be afraid of it, continue with our daily activities, with our daily lives. Like people that are affected by this should stay at home. That's true. But not everybody has to sit. Not everybody, like the world has to rotate, bro. We can't just stop.
mm,
That's the thing. Like people's lives are getting ruined, bro. Small businesses are getting closed because of stupid confinement rules that weren't even that
yeah.
weren't even respected in the beginning. That's why we're in this mess.
And the worst part is like the big corporations are the one benefiting out of it. Like Amazon's benefiting out of it a lot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dude, Jeff
Metro,
Bezos is making bank.
like a
Jeff
lot.
Bezos is making
The
bank, and he
wage
pays
gaps.
zero tax, bro.
Yeah, it
Zero
makes no
dollars,
sense.
bro. Nada,
It makes no sense. It's like
Um,
nada, bro.
yeah.
there's a greater gap now between the rich and the poorer.
Well, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, yeah, no, I understand like the severity of it, like all the numbers and stuff, but I feel like, them closing, the government closing like the small businesses. Well, closing businesses are not essential. Basically, uh, hinders every single small businesses like cafes and whatnot, boutiques, whatever, and basically jobless, every single one. And then like all the big media corporations, all of the like the transportation services, or the basically things that are run by a corporate institution, are basically the ones
Hmm.
blooming. And so that's why
Yeah.
I was like, it's kind of like when you look at it, it looks as if like it's an orchestrated, like it's like someone took like this small problem and then fucking bloomed it to make it seem as if like, oh, you know what? Don't go out, just order Amazon. You know what I'm
Amazon is orchestrating it.
saying? I mean,
You,
or like
you,
Asian. Sorry, yeah.
yeah. Sorry for that. Like I like even people that have contracted the disease and stuff. They get the sniffles, they get the coughs a little bit, and
Mm.
next thing you know, bro, they're
Well,
up and
yeah.
running again.
Like,
It's not as deadly as people think it is. You know what I'm saying?
well, yeah.
Like not everyone has weak immune systems. Not everyone is old. Not everyone is vulnerable. You
Mhm.
have to understand that. It's only a specific group of people that need to be protected,
Mm.
not the whole planet. That's
But I
the
think,
problem. That's
uh,
what people don't understand.
yeah, that's why. It's because I have a friend who's, well, a coworker that had COVID, and he was out for 2 weeks or 3 weeks even. And so when he came back, I was like, oh, how is it? And it's, it's like basically like the flu, where you had, you'd be
Exactly.
ill. But the thing is, like, that's why I was like, I'm really concerned about how, you know this whole thing, like in the end of the day, like once everything, like we find a vaccine, which another point, a fucking vaccine from, apparently it was the company, was it Pfizer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a company that's, yeah, that found a vaccine, and apparently it was scrutinized for previous health regulations that were fucked. I don't know
They're
the whole
skipping
story.
it.
Yeah. And so I was
They're
thinking,
skipping steps.
well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, obviously, I was thinking like maybe it's another, like, oh, yo, you guys have to take this vaccine type shit. It's like very like, oh, we gotta control the masses. Oh, you have to. And there's like some shit inside, bro. And maybe it's a paranoia in me, bro, or it could be, yeah. I know my gut's telling me like, yo, there's some smelly ass shit going on here, bro.
Some fishy shit, bro.
Some fishy shit. That's what I'm saying. That's
It's
why.
some it's some tuna sandwich shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
That's why I do like. I understand the severity of this disease and how, like, because it's very, very contagious. So yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense that quarantines and that. But the way that the government proceeded in making this regulations, it feels to me like a joke, because it didn't take it really seriously.
Mm,
Like if it did, it would be
agreed.
a quarantine zone, 3 months. That's it. Nobody moves. That's it. That's all. But
It
like
would
the
have been
way,
over by now.
well, yeah, exactly. But the
Straight
way
up,
that
it would have been over.
the approached it, it was kind of weird, because it was like, oh, yeah, small business got to close, but hockey rinks, leave it open. Why not? 8 people max,
Yeah.
maybe. It's like,
People getting fat because they don't have no
It-
gym.
I'm saying, like, yo, maybe the gym. Oh yeah, the gym. Let's open it for 2 months. Oh yeah. Close it back down, please. It's like,
Can we get
my
rid of
little
that?
sister, still goes to school, right? And two of her classmates were tested positive for the virus.
yeah, it's fucked.
And the government didn't even bother shutting these schools down and switching to online school. They didn't even bother doing that.
Mm.
And they have the audacity to say, oh, gym gatherings is very dangerous. We have to close all the gyms and we have
Yeah.
to close all the public spaces. But no. Our kids, nah, they have to go
Yes.
and get their education. Yeah, that I know why he said that, but it's still a public gathering. There's a bunch of kids in one room. If one of them sneezes and launches all those particles in the air, bro, every single one of these classmates are gonna get tested for positive COVID.
Mm.
Of course.
I think that like the reason why they want schools to for the younger to remain open is because social contact is important in your development as a human being when they're young.
Mhm.
So that's why they want to keep them open. But I think the mistake is that when there's like a positive case, they should immediately close it down because then it's just spreading
Well, yeah.
and then it's missing the point
Yeah.
because then the kids are going to pass it to the adults
Yeah, exactly. And then
and we're messing up like
Yeah.
the first principle of the quarantine. So
Even that's exaggerated. I feel like even if the kids were sitting at home for a total duration of 3 to 4 months, confined and safe, it's not gonna affect them that much. Come on, if
Yeah,
they
for
would
a
have
small
confined
yeah.
in the beginning, yeah, if they would, if we're talking about like a year of lockdown, we'd be talking like major stuff. But it's only 3-4 months. They could survive without social interactions for 3-4 months. You know
Well,
what
the
I'm
thing is,
saying? Like,
during
it's
the
not
summer,
that bad.
during the summer would have been a perfect time. So every single, well, not summer, just early spring,
Yeah.
you should close everything down. We're no school anyways, and it's raining outside, so it's like it's it's a pro to
Yeah.
stay at home. And then afterwards in the summer, hopefully by then everything goes, it's smooth sailing from there. But like as we were talking about before, it's the whole thing was kind of fucking weird the way they and then the U.S. didn't give a shit.
yeah.
Which hey,
Oh, but
kudos
it's a mess. Oh, it's
Well,
horrible.
that's because they also had like
Donald, your
and-
boy Donald.
yeah, our dear Republican Party had anti-corona propaganda going around,
Yo, what else about Donald?
anti-mask.
Yo, Donald
That's
was
Donald
like,
Trump right now, but in his fucking press conference,
no, but it was funny because he was like,
he was
oh,
kissing everybody with his COVID lips. But get the
no,
fuck
no,
out
I'm
of
saying,
here
I was
with
like, it was funny
bullshit.
because he was like, oh, yo, nobody wear masks. Oh, you don't have to wear masks. And then after he got COVID, he's like, oh, he passes mask everywhere and shit. It was like, oh, okay.
Okay, switching up.
The whole fucking house, the whole White House is a circus.
No, I'm
It's a
saying.
circus with a bunch of performers, man. I'm telling you, they're a bunch of clowns, bro. They're not even politicians anymore.
It's
What-
always
Contradicting
been though.
themselves
Yeah, it always
on
been.
live TV, man.
But what I do enjoy about
Stupid.
what I do enjoy about Trump though is the fact that because he is a businessman, he's not a politician, so he's basically as transparent as he can get. Like he'll tell you straight up what he'll do, even though he's fucking stupid. Like I'm like, oh, no mask,
shit.
motherfucker. No, everybody who wears masks are idiots. Whereas like a politician would be like, it's because the mask itself has COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why like
Wordplay.
yeah, it's wordplay. Whereas like that's why
Yeah.
when people are asking me like, yo, what do you like better, Biden or Trump or whichever? I'm like, the
Like,
thing is, Trump
Trump's
is
press
straight up.
secretary.
Yeah, as I'm saying, like Trump, like you know what you're gonna get with Trump. You know you're gonna get fucked by Trump. But the thing is, a politician will not tell you you're getting fucked, but you know that you're gonna get fucked because you're a politician.
Especially a Republican. Yeah.
Yo, hey, bro, like no, I'm saying like it doesn't make no. It's fucking funny how he's like, was it use bleach to was it Javel? I think use Javel to make yourself feel better, whatever. The fuck. I was like, yo,
Swear to
bro.
God, this guy said, I'm gonna inject myself with chloric acid.
Yeah.
Oh, man, the cure to
Oh,
We should get back to
COVID-19
eating
bullshit.
Tide Pods.
yo, yeah.
The Tide Pod challenge.
I don't know about you guys, but yo, when I was younger, Tide Pods really do look really appetizing. I don't know about you. I mean,
Yeah,
they're like
but, yo,
small
the problem
packets.
is
There.
them kids are just popping it like fucking like
That's
bubble
what I'm
gum,
saying,
bro.
but they look like fucking bubble gum. It looks
Yeah.
like somewhat appetizing.
Fair enough.
My mom told me not to eat it because I'll fucking die. But at the same time, I was like, yo, bro, that's really appetizing.
Yo, you know a bunch of kids died from that shit. No joke.
It didn't have to
Yeah,
make
look it
them
up,
look
bro.
so appetizing.
Yeah, man, make it green and shit, motherfucker. What the hell are you doing? Blue?
You go from blue and green, that's gonna save the kids. Bro.
Put some red in there.
All right. Next thing you know, you're gonna put a lock on there, bro. Get that.
Now you gotta put like
a combination for every fucking.
Yo, put some
case,
sour
bro.
shit on it. Put some lemon on it, so it tastes real bad once you bite. All right, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys ever reenact arguments in the shower? Because I fucking do.
Reenact.
I do.
So like,
Yo,
say
spitting in that shit.
yo, bro, like for real, like say you and someone else had an argument, or like someone said something that you don't agree with, but you didn't have the chance to rebuttal. So in the shower, you just out there saying some shit, bro. Like, yo, you dumb mother, you don't understand this. You understand this, motherfucker.
I'll be honest. The one thing I do is like I pretend that I'm in a rap battle and I try to come up with verses so I can toast the motherfucker. So I can roast the shit out of him. Exactly. Like in the shower, it's a rap battle, bro. I'm like, oh, you look like shit. Your beard looks so nappy. Like it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up in there.
MC Double Rain.
Exactly, bro.
MC Showerhead.
Double G.
All right. Yeah. Do you guys ever reenact arguments?
No, I don't. Sadly,
I do. I do.
I think I let go of everything after.
Yeah. No.
But
it makes sense. You do seem like a very peaceful person.
He is a very very
It makes
chill.
sense. It makes sense. I believe you, Philip. When you say like you just let it go. You just have like that sort of like it's no big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good.
That's why yeah, a small tangent here. That's why I wanted you two to meet, because both of you have the same type of personality where you guys are very, very optimistic type people.
Yeah.
You, especially Masara, are like we're
Bro.
fucking like both of you are like very, very like optimistic. Like, even though it makes no fucking sense how you came to that fucking conclusion. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So it's like a very refreshing type of energy to be around. It's not like
It's a survival instinct, believe it or not.
Yes, it's a survival instinct.
It's a survival. I swear to God, like if you're negative, you're not gonna move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have that sort of positive vibe, that positive aura around you, nothing's gonna phase you anymore. Like oh well, it could have been worse. Like there's always a way out. The world. I always say, well, there's a will, there's a way. So I just get that and I just charge like a train, bro. I don't stop. I'm on track.
Yeah.
I know. I'm more realistic. I'm more sort of like I hope for the best, but I plan for the worst. I know what's to come, and I understand what's at stake, and I know what realistically will happen. And so whenever shit goes down, no pun intended with my name, like I'm the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a coincidence.
It's just coincidental.
Perfect.
It makes sense because every time we were in class, Daryl's the one, the realest one. Bro. If we're fucked, he's not gonna hide it. Yeah, he's like, yo, guys, we're fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Back in CJF, I had like I was realist. I was like, I saw my grade come in. I was like, oh, I was looking at my moyenne, like when you're trying to like see if you'll make it in the end of the year. So I was like, if I have a 40 here, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So I had a 39.3 or some shit. I was like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. My friends started dying laughing. I'm like, yeah, I can't believe you just said that with a 33.
We passed the ministry French exam in Sec 5 with a 60, bro.
Yeah, no,
we barely made out of that place alive.
It's fucking nonsense.
We passed ministry, bro. That French class with Miss what's his name, bro? Couillard?
Yeah, no.
It was lit.
Couillard, that's the previous fucking PM, bro.
Yo, that guy was lit.
Caillouette, that's his name.
Oh, it's Caillouette, bro. Caillouette, bro.
When I tell you that this French teacher was the most like useless French teacher ever, but the funniest person ever. He would come in class. He's vaping, bro. Come in a fucking class. He's like, yo, is anyone here? Is teachers outside? We're like, no. I was like, all right, we're good.
I can almost guarantee you, bro. It's THC fucking.
No, there is definitely. He was definitely high as fuck.
Yo, this dude was blazing in class right in front of us. He was the chillest motherfucker, bro. And he used to be a lawyer, bro.
Yeah, he used to be a
lawyer.
lawyer.
Believe it or not, he used to be a lawyer, bro.
And his sister was part of the Hell's Angels, which is hilarious.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. At one point, like a tangent in class, we are talking, and it's like, oh yeah, my sister was
Can you
part of the Hell's
imagine that?
Angels, and she overdosed. And we're like, what the fuck? How did this come? Yeah, she's dead
Huh.
now, but I was like, okay.
Yeah, man. Teachers should be more like Caillou, man. For real.
I don't know, but back to the argument thing. You guys don't, Phil. You don't.
No, but I don't think it's close. But sometimes I think about scenes that I want to reenact.
Okay.
I try to like
Mm.
visualize the emotion and like
Mm.
try to see if I can like incarnate
You,
a
you, you,
character.
do you ever look back at like certain arguments or certain things that you've said, and then you wanted to rephrase it differently, or you want to say something other than that, or like
Sure, in which case I do. Like I talk to the person. If I realize it, I'm like, oh hey, I actually meant this, or I wanted to say it like this. Like I realize that sometimes I mess up my words. Everyone does. So sure, I just try and get back to the person
Rephrase it.
about that.
Yeah, I just say fuck it. Yeah, that's all you're getting, motherfucker.
And, man, whatever I said has been said. So
I'll diss you. I'll diss you in the shower later. I'll diss you in the shower later.
This is where the heat is. It's where the fire is, bro. You know.
Yo, but legit, like, I don't know, like, how like most people listen to music in the shower and shit. Like they would, I do too. I have a speaker in my shower.
I don't do that.
I don't do that often, but I have like once or twice.
Depends on my mood.
Nah, it's
like
weird, bro.
Depends on my
Weird,
mood.
man.
You don't listen to music in the fucking shower?
Nah, bro, it's weird, bro.
Why?
How you gonna bump the music when you're cleaning yourself, man? I don't get that. Bro.
Well, yeah, to the rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
to the beat.
You're like,
Oh. There's literally a song, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and fucking Toes, and he made a fucking.
Made for
the only
that.
song I listen to, bro. The only song I listen to in the shower is Macarena, bro. That's it.
Yeah, so there you go. You do listen to it.
It's gonna have me like.
But yeah, no.
I
I do both. I listen to music, and sometimes, depending on the type of music, I have like arguments with myself.
Different soundtracks for different arguments.
Hey, yo, bro, if I want to roast some motherfuckers, I put some Pop Smoke on that bitch, man. Yo, UK drill.
Yo, that's facts, bro. That's facts.
If I wanna vibe to something, I listen to like Lil Uzi Vert or Future or Drake. You know what I'm saying? And then I diss him with style. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm up in those stores. Like, you know, yeah. For sure, bro. For sure. Listen to that smoke, man. Get that smoke.
What do you guys listen to, by the way? You guys listen to was it specific types of?
Yo, I have like.
I have all my vinyls
you know
here.
Oh fuck yeah!
You know the Spotify rap. You know, like it gets you all the the artists that you listen to and stuff. Yeah, I saved it on my phone, but I'll give it. I'll tell you what I listen to.
You guys only
yo,
listen
look
to
at this. First one, Pop Smoke.
But you guys only listen to one genre, or do you guys listen
to many genres?
Oh yeah. So what do you listen to, Phil?
Yeah, so this is Amnesiac from Radiohead. Radiohead is probably like my favorite band, I guess.
What do you classify Radiohead as? Like
alternative.
Yeah, alternative. Right?
Yeah, alternative rock, mixes in a bit of techno sometimes. Some albums changes up pretty often. A bit of jazz influences. Yes.
Okay, Vitals.
Deep Purple. The deepest purple. Let's see.
Yo, I want a record player, man. I have fucking vinyls.
King Crimson. I really recommend this. It's psychedelic rock. It's very cool. Very cool.
I enjoy the cover arts of albums. That's why it's like.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's more rock alternative, more influence.
Yeah. A lot of my stuff is focused on that. I do listen to hip hop as well.
Kanye West.
I have, yes.
You look at the ass to sway.
You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
That's not exactly my era of Kanye West that I've listened to. But I'm a big Eminem fan as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. What else? I listen to a tiny bit of techno through like Daft Punk.
Okay.
Um,
So not full on EDM like fucking
no, not
Calvin
not like
Harris,
full on EDM.
fucking Skrillex type shit,
I like a bit
Wop.
of heavy metal. Surprisingly, this one usually surprises people, but I'm a heavy metal fan.
Slipknot.
System of a Down
Okay, yeah.
is like
Wake up. Wake up.
yeah, it's good stuff. I don't know, I like it.
What's your
Um,
bizarre? It's rap. It's mostly rap, isn't it?
Yeah, for me is rap, hip hop. Surprisingly enough, when I was when my in the gym and stuff, when I was like put my because there's two kinds of like vibe when it comes to music to me. It depends what I'm doing. So if, for example, I'm studying, I might listen to like slow rap. You know what I'm saying? Like the Tupac, Biggie, you know, stuff like
Yeah.
some very like mellow rap. You know, it's rap,
lo-fi,
but it's
yeah.
mellow. It's not like drill. You know. I listen to drill when it comes to like working out, like fast paced music, you know, like heavy bass. What else? Oh, I do listen to rock too. Like I listen to Skillet. I listen to
Yeah.
what is it? Citizen Soldier. Yeah, a few bands that I really like from like rock. You know, it's very uplifting when it comes to like doing physical stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you little bitch. And they're like, I ain't no bitch. I'm like, yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think I've like I'm all over the spectrum. I listen to from like fucking Afrobeat, reggaeton to like fucking EDM to old school 70s
Yo,
rock.
I fuck with that Jamaican music shit. I fuck with it. I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with Jamaican music, bro. You're right. I forgot to mention it. Like
You mean
bro.
African music?
No, Jamaican music, bro.
You're Jamaican music.
The specifically Jamaican music, bro. Like Bob Marley, like stuff, bro.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, I like. Me depends on because like I said before, I'm very open to like different cultures, and I enjoy like listening to different cultures. So I listen to like legit, from like Burna Boy and Kid to like fucking Calvin Harris and fucking Skrillex to like Tupac, Biggie to fucking Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all over the place. My spectrum is like massive. Yo, hey, yo, people underestimate T Swizzle, man. T Swizzle fire. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, nobody say it was fire, bro.
Hey, yo, at one point, me and my friends were in the car. We're bopping Ariana Grande and fucking Shawn Mendes.
Oh, you gotta.
Hey, yo.
Oh shit! I bet you on your way to Starbucks too, don't you?
Nah, yo, I can't do Starbucks. That's just overpriced. It's like a MacBook, bro.
Bro, Starbucks is a trend, bro. I'm telling you. It's the reason why they're so successful, bro. White chicks and a trend, man. That's it.
I have a question for you guys since we're talking about music. Do you guys listen to singles or do you listen to them as albums?
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good question. Wait, what was you, Mr. I think I listen to both.
A bit of both.
Yeah.
A bit of both. Yeah.
I'm more into albums now.
Depends on the artist too.
Yeah.
I'm more of an album guy, but there's a select few where it's like, oh, the single is just the thing I vibe with.
What do you think about the difference between singles and mixtapes? Oh, sorry, albums and mixtapes.
Albums and mixtapes. Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Good question. I tend to prefer albums because I feel like they're more polished.
Okay.
In a lot of cases. But that's just because like my favorite projects are albums. Like I think what I would consider like my favorite album or my favorite work is an album called Kid A.
Okay.
And yeah, it's really tight. Everything is like cohesive. I like that. I like
it's well structured. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about you, Misaro? Mixtapes or albums? What do you think?
I'm a bit of both, honestly. It depends on the artist too, like I said, and it depends that sometimes like the artist drops a single because he puts all that work into one song, and as soon as it drops, it just destroys everything. Like you can compare it to like other artists that you know of that drop like really shitty albums. Like like they're pretty famous and they still drop like pretty shitty albums. Like every single like artist had that point in their career where it was either a hit or a miss, and it definitely missed.
Mhm.
But if they would have just like concentrated on one song and just dropped that, they would have been way better off. You know,
Yeah.
it depends on the situation too. You know what I
Depends on,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. I think the mix. Me, it's like I agree with Phil saying that albums are more polished, but I think is that's why, for me, a mixtape is a lot more.
Raw.
Yeah, it's a lot more raw, and
Yeah,
that's why I enjoy
Yeah.
because the artist has 100% control of the project, whereas albums usually labels have like, you know, they have different inputs and whatnot, and they do different stuff, which another topic, which is, kind of sad to like, say, but like a lot of people who are in the music industry often get finessed, and like
Mm.
labels will get like the biggest cut. And so, like the copyright
Yeah.
system, like whenever someone plays their music, when you use their music, it's not actually them that's getting the profits, actually the label, and then they get
Yeah.
a very small percentage. And so like most of them, they get their profits off of like merchandise or tours, for example, like Drake does that. So that's
yeah,
why for me, an album, like, it's nice. Like, for me, Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City, I enjoy that shit. It's like one of my favorite
Mhm.
albums of all time. But like,
Agreed.
if I compare, say I'm talking about like Logic, for example, if I compare like, his mixtape eras, like his Young Sinatra's versus his albums, his mixtapes fucking massacre his album. I'm sorry, but like that's, it's a lot more raw. It's a lot more. He has 100% input. He has
Right.
control.
I think the same could be said for a lot of um, artists who go through the studio
Mm.
process, and like their first album is really raw, and then the second one you could see that the studio is like
Yeah.
polishing everything, but maybe they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, there's this the struggle between like what the studio wants and what the artist wants.
Yeah. So it's and that's why it's very hard for people to be like independent artists. Oh, like a lot of like, Russ, for example, he's an independent artist, but a lot of people
Yeah.
don't like him because he doesn't follow the industry rule of signing to a label and then doing stuff. Chance the Rapper does the same thing. So that's why, like, for me, like, artists who are independent are actually more interesting to come by, because
Yeah.
that all of their work is 100% their input and how they wanted it to be. Whereas like
yeah.
an album would be like, oh, I have like 30% input, but everything else, all the sounds I wanted there, all of the when I'm releasing it, how I'm releasing it is completely up to a fucking group of people, a board of directors, whatever the fuck, who have no idea of
Yeah.
their vision. So it's like,
It's kind of like it kind of like erases like the colors of what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
everything has to, every single song that you release, right,
Mm.
has a certain amount of like pattern, has a beat. You know what I'm saying? Has a sort of rhythm, and sometimes the label itself, like, masks all that stuff, or even takes it off so they can match it with their what they want.
Mm.
And it kind of robs them from what they did, their own unique style. And that's why like nowadays a lot of songs are very similar to each other. I don't know if you notice, like
Yeah, it's a
if
lot.
you listen to a couple of songs, like they're so similar in their like their beats and their instrumental blend, like the lyrics too. Even the lyrics
Mm.
sometimes they sound very similar to each
Oh yeah,
other. Like it's always the same mumble shit.
yeah.
That's why like independent artists that drop their own shit, that don't edit anything out.
Mm.
No one has control over the songs that they drop. Their songs come out way better than the others do.
Yeah.
And also I think like that, because of the industry trend of like the mumble rapper trend there and the trap beats and all that stuff, a lot of people who have, sorry to say, but have zero fucking talent in terms of
Oh yeah, no,
music production, or,
yeah,
or rapping or singing or whatever, end up being fucking famous, whereas the people who actually have mad talent and have
Yeah.
like put in mad work on it have like zero recognition, or have like no was it promotion from
Yeah.
the labels and stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
like I know many artists, like especially I think in the pop industry, like a lot of people who have this weird, the same, like, if you look at pop like throughout the years, you could tell what sounds they're going for
Yeah.
and what artists are the ones popping in that like era. I remember it was Jesse Reyes was like one of the biggest songs, or Alicia Cara, and then just fucking fell through. And now it's like Billie Eilish. Now it's like the emo rock alternative pop type weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
it's
And
some
then,
weird shit, bro. Yeah,
yeah, so I'm
some
like,
weird shit.
that's why now I'm like sort of exploring different venues as well. That's why I'm like, I'm not always like, I don't really listen too much to American artists anymore. I listen more to, like, I listen K-pop. Fuck it, go to K-pop,
You listen to
Blackpink.
K-pop?
Well, yeah, I have a funny enough. I have one of my coworkers is related to one of the members of Blackpink.
Interesting.
For real?
Yeah, he's like the great uncle of one fucking of sorry, no, sorry, the uncle of one of the artists there. And so he was like, so whenever he like whenever I was playing K-pop at one point, it's like, oh shit, I know that girl. That's my niece. I was like, oh fuck.
What the fuck?
So I was like, yeah,
Yo, about that, you remind me of a story. There's actually someone that works with me in the gym in the night shift, right?
Mm.
And he's the uncle of it was like oh, he's the uncle of Tory Lane's kids.
oh yeah. So what is it? Means Tory Lane's brother.
Yeah. I'm horrible with like trying to remember shit. Yeah, he's like he's Tory like Tory Lane's like his girl we have kids with, right?
Yeah,
The girl,
yeah.
Tory, he's his brother. Like
Oh, the girl is
her
Tory
brother.
Lane's.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. he's the uncle of the kids. You know what I'm saying?
okay, yeah.
And he shows me like pictures. I'm like, that's you fucking lying to me, bro. And he showed me a bunch of pictures, and he's with the
Yeah.
kids like right next to Tory Lanez. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And he works with us in the night shift, bro. Like, nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows who's related to who.
Well, yeah,
Man. It's
I'm saying,
crazy.
yeah, like like I think a lot of people don't want to sort of make their presence known, especially if they're related with famous actors or actresses or singers or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Hollywood's fucked. Also, I'm never going close to fucking LA, man. I'm creating my shit here. I'm never. If I'm doing business in the US, I'm going to New York. I'm not.
Yeah,
I can't be
agreed.
bothered with. I can't be bothered with.
LA,
fucking,
LA is crowded, it's nasty now. It's not
no,
like
it's
it
just
used to
it's the
before, man.
vibe there that just fucking irritates me, man. It's just people there are so pretentious and just like.
It's trend dystopia, bro. If you go there, you'll just puke rainbow, man. It's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up, bro.
I know,
Trust me,
Phil.
man.
You
Don't
went
go
to
there.
you went there, Phil, for
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah, I went there
You went to LA?
recently, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was beautiful, but it's a weird vibe. It's it's everything you imagined and more,
Yeah, no.
in the good way and in the bad way. Like
Because-
Oh
it's just
god.
it's bombastic.
like
It's
yeah, no, I became friends with a couple of girls who were like fucking the most basic as fucking bitches in Concordia, like who they were from like the West Side, and so like
Yeah.
some of them were like from the US as well. It's like the most fucking like disconnected trend fucking sheeps I've ever seen in my life. Like like when people like post shit on social media, but like when you talk to them about it, they're like they don't know anything. Like they don't have an actual answer. You know what I'm saying? Like those people
you know,
like
you know what I
share-
call them, bro? TikToks.
Makes sense. Makes sense because they would
Straight
do
up, TikTok.
they're all over fucking TikTok. But like yeah, it's like bro, man, like you don't even have an opinion. Like why are you fucking doing this? Like this, like we know that you're just fucking sharing shit because you want fucking views and stuff, and like
it's
you want to
what we call performative. Like
Yeah.
it's like a performance for them, but it's not like
yeah. I mean, it was the Black
They're
Matters
living their
movement.
life like it's a movie, bro.
Well, yeah, the the Black Lives Matter movement. This just brought me back to this shit. When that was trending, and everyone was posting that black picture there with the fucking hashtags and shit, and then like a day later, it's like, yo, don't use that hashtag. Don't use that hashtag because you're actually blocking the real like important shit. I'm like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. Fucking trends. You fucking morons just sharing shit because it's a trend. You don't even care about the fucking movement, and it's just so like dishonest and disingenuous. It's like, ugh. Be gone.
Yeah. It's just people that don't have their own like how do you say? It's people that lack identity. That's what I don't like. When someone that lacks identity, that doesn't know who they are in this world, bro, they're just some ghost wandering around that doesn't know where it's going. It's that kind of vibe that you feel it too, huh? Like when you meet those like
Yeah.
girls from
the
out of
West
state,
Side.
fuck that, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even saying I'm not saying don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that all people from the West Side are like that. I'm saying just the people I've met from the West Side.
Yeah,
happen
the
to be
people that
like
you
that.
know, man.
So I won't
Yeah.
get fucking scrutinized in the comment section saying, "Hey, Daryl, you a bitch. Come to the West Side. I'll drop your ass." Like, nah, bro.
Fight
we
me,
good.
motherfucker.
Like, nah, bro. Like, it's not about the beef thing. It's
yeah.
about what the people often do whenever they have this sort of like, I don't know, they have this sort of false sense of heroism, like sort of like they want people to think they're good, but they're not good. To just perception. It's like my idea of like trying to match a expectation of me. So my idea of like that's what me I am who I am, and I don't give a shit if people like don't like it. If you don't like the merchandise, as I always say, you're welcome to fuck off. There's a door.
Yeah,
But
bro, that's it.
it's more like the authenticity of what you're doing, especially if it matters. Like understand what you're doing because it has an impact.
Yeah.
So if you're perpetuating a bad message without realizing it's a bad message, like you're part of the problem too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Right.
you're not
You're
really
not fixing it, so you're part of the problem.
exactly. So we're
Um,
controversial. Oh well, yeah. Phil, you want to talk?
I was just gonna quickly jump back on if you guys collect records. I know it's really detached.
Oh no, I do. Yeah, I have. I just don't have a record player, unfortunately.
No, I don't have. I never got into that, honestly.
I'm gonna get my shit real
I just
quick.
get,
Look.
I just get that Spotify and
Yeah,
add all the songs to my playlist. I was never introduced to record playing stuff. Like I was never introduced to that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have a record player at my house. It looks
I
it looks very
was.
like yeah.
I mean, it's a recent thing. It's my girlfriend who introduced me to
All right. I got the
record players.
record. I got the records now, motherfuckers. So let's
Okay, okay.
start off with the fucking classic. Yeah.
I'll go and get my Nirvanas. I
I
have
got
all of their
I got
studio
I
albums.
got the MJ, the Thriller.
Yo, that's
Thriller
sick, man.
night.
That's
Yeah.
sick. That looks nice.
I got Snoop Diggo Double G, sipping on gin and juice type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the kind of shit I'd have for real though.
I got cheer. It's your boy Young.
Jay-Z.
The Black Album by Jay-Z.
Of course, bro.
I got Nasty Nas. Hey, let's get it. New York State of Mind. Of course, I have Skittles. Eminem.
Yeah, yeah.
I have Lauryn Hill. Obviously,
Ooh,
gotta have that shit. Got J. Cole.
yeah. That's
Melody.
one of your favorites, isn't it?
It's one of my favorites. And of course, I got King Kendrick,
Ooh,
collector's
yes.
item. And then I got the Good Kid, Mad City.
I love those.
But yeah, I mostly got them because I love the artist and the album art.
Yeah.
That shit, that shit is what I like.
Yeah, for me, record collecting is mostly related to you're giving directly, like, well, not directly, but you're giving money mostly like for the sake of the artist in a way. And it's like you're immersing yourself more into the work. Like, like a lot of times they come with interesting artwork and like sometimes there's something relating to factoids on how
Yeah.
it's like that. But like
It's like paying respect to something that you
exactly,
like.
yeah.
yeah.
I see it more in that way. It makes sense. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
memento, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you have a part of that artist with you. You know, like it's
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's,
You dedicate
burn
yourself to
with
the
you.
artist, but not like
exactly. Yeah, I get that. It's really nice. I wish I had like I wish I gotten into it earlier to like collect more records so I can like have them just so I can like remind myself how bomb that song was. You know.
no, you still can. You still can. You can still
Yeah.
buy the records.
Yeah.
Like I
They're
mean, like
not expensive if you buy older ones, select ones at like record shops.
like you can listen to them on like on Spotify or on Apple Music, but you could have them as like records. So later on, if later in life you want to buy a record player, you could play them and like listen to the actual like scratchy sound of it, type of static and all
Yeah.
that fucking classy shit.
It has its ups, like it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not like a necessary nowadays because we're used to having everything instantaneously on our phones and everything, and having access to everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. That's what also I want to talk about. You know how back in the day you didn't have like streaming services that basically release albums like the day of, right? So like you would
Yeah.
give reviewers a month beforehand to like review music or review a movie and then sort of actually critique it based off of concrete evidence. Where it's like I have a whole month to listen to the thing. Nowadays it's like it's instantaneous.
Yeah, the
So-
review needs to come out on time.
Exactly.
Right
so,
away. Yeah.
So my question to you guys is, do you think the idea of sort of this sort of simple easy way to access stuff is a good thing in terms of how people value the art and how people listen to the art, so, or you think it's more sort of it was better off having, you know, give the real people, like the reviewers, like a month or whatnot, and
I
have
think
the rest, you know?
that this is a microcosm that represents every art now.
Yeah.
But I think every art would be better off if less was released or with bigger gaps, because everyone would appreciate everything that comes out more.
Mm.
It would sink in. You would have like time to sink your teeth in it. The reviewers would have more time to like give
Review it.
an actually like in-depth review instead of meeting a deadline.
Mm.
The people who would receive the thing would have time to, you know, figure out how they feel about the thing instead of being like, oh, half the people are saying this thing is disgusting and the other half are saying it's the greatest thing ever made. You know, I have to pick a side right away, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's always like this thing comes out and then the next thing's about to come out. So make up your mind right now, you know?
Yeah.
It's I don't think it's good for
Yeah. It's not
appreciation of art.
yeah. What you, I'm sorry.
I think it has like both advantages and disadvantages on both sides.
Mm.
I feel like if record labels didn't exist, let's just say like if it didn't exist and everything just like dropped on Spotify right away, like no comments, no reviews, no nothing. I feel like it takes away the sort of like appreciation of the art, because you can easily like go and get it and listen to it and add it to your playlist. Like it's so like easy. Like I feel
Yeah.
like people who respect the artist the most, respect the music that they produce, would buy the label just be just out of like sort of loyalty and love for the art.
Yeah.
And I feel like that should remain like intact so that the true fans of whoever artist it is could
Yeah.
see like how many people appreciate the art. It's sort of like it's sort of saying like I'm gonna write a book. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can easily buy the electronic
That's what I'm
version. You
saying.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But like people would rather have the physical book and have it signed just so that they could have this sort of memory of
Yeah.
that story and book and have it like connect with that material
Yeah.
object. You know what I'm saying?
You guys have signed books? I have a bunch that I got signed by authors.
I think I had one because of school, and the other one is more mangas.
Mm.
These mangas, it's not actual books. Like me is mostly by from Otakutan that I got my shit signed,
Mm.
or Comic Con. But yeah, what do you think about having your book signed? Do you think it's more sort of you have an intimate relationship with the author? Was it more like
Um, it's it's like receiving like the author's blessing in a way.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
it's it's always like a bit of a surreal moment when you
Yeah.
get the author to sign whatever. And of course, like you have to realize that the author does this like a million times every time they have a public appearance, right?
Yeah.
But it's also just the fact that you can get like this moment where you can like thank the author, just talk to them about something relating to the experience you had with their work.
Mm.
And it's
I feel
a
like yeah, exclusive
to
stuff.
let them know, that their work has impacted you, that it's important work for
Mm.
you. So it's important, you
It
know.
also drives them to keep doing what they're doing because they know
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah. It's
impactful.
it's actually it's for them. It's actually technically for the author because you're letting them know
Mm.
that it's important
Yeah.
because it's important to you.
It shows them that you appreciate their work, and it shows you that you like their work. I agree with Philip on that one. I feel like it's more for the artist than the actual fans, but it's also for the fans as well
It
to,
is. It
to give
is.
them the opportunity to see who. Yeah, exactly. So it gives the opportunity for the fans to actually meet their sort of idol or
Yeah.
like their hero or something. It depends on the situation, but it gives them a chance to actually connect with them and share their story and show how their work affected them in their lives. And
Mm.
it's something very nice. I feel like this should remain intact. It doesn't have to be all virtual. Like nowadays, you know what artists do, and it makes me sad. All their like appearances now are like on Instagram Live,
Yeah.
man.
Instagram lives and
All their
yeah.
appearances are, bro. Don't switch it. I know it's because of like confinement and stuff, but I feel like just because we accustomed to to put everything online, they're gonna keep at it. And I
Yeah.
really hope they don't switch everything online, because it just takes away that sort of like, oh man, I know he's not virtual. I know he's a real person. Like he's right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you were exposed to an artist just by seeing him on Instagram, or like seeing him on like live chats, or like live like recordings and stuff, it makes you feel like I'm never gonna meet that person,
Yeah.
and I'm never gonna see him. So what's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about the concept of having cell phones in concerts? Because that shit fucking drives me up the fucking wall.
That's so stupid, bro.
That shit drives me up the fucking wall.
Why would you go to a live concert, watch it live, and then look it through the screen of your phone?
Like I would cap like a clip just to, you know, like a memorabilia type shit, you know, to sort of like, oh, I look back on it, oh, I remember that moment. Like I used to have, you know, I did that with Jay-Z, I did that with J. Cole, but like imagine like the whole fucking time, yeah, you're on your phone. Oh, my batteries run out. No shit, genius. You just looked at the goddamn
Been
artist.
recording for 3 hours. Yeah, fuck that.
Jesus, is it a live stream? What's going on here? You get is this Twitch?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, and I can't like. Would you imagine? It's even worse, more disrespectful for the artist. Would you imagine like you're performing, right? Imagine you're performing, and then you have a bunch of fucking cell phones staring at you. Meaning, if you do something stupid, it's done.
Permanent.
It's on
permanent.
the internet. You're fucked.
It's
Like
over.
that's like, you know, like many times when artists fell down or some shit or started puking on the fucking stage or whatever the fuck, everything's documented. And then think about that. Think about people documenting that shit, and then people criticizing that shit on the internet and just commenting a bunch of stuff without not understanding you behind the scenes. Whereas, like, you know, like instead of like actually enjoying the concert itself, you're just like sort of, oh well, fuck, you know, I'm just here for my money, innit? Just to have more views. I have more views on my Instagram because now people will actually like my feeds and stuff. Like, bro, what the fuck?
I get that people like take pictures and like record like little bits of like the concert or like the show or whatever, just like to keep it in their memory. That's fine. But when you have someone like with a tripod, I've seen that shit. Someone with a fucking tripod and he's recording the whole stick and his face is in his camera. and here's like the other side of it too. Like I'm blessed. I feel blessed that like technology has brought us so far that we can record like very like memorable moments. Like remember in like Waka Flocka's concert, bro? Like his sign language person, like his sign language like person was like doing like was
Travis
communicating
Scott.
to like
Travis
the
Scott
deaf people, and like Waka Flocka like thought that she was just vibing to the music, and he went up to her and he started doing this, and then it got recorded. I swear to God, I was laughing.
Yo, Travis Scott did the same thing.
It warmed my heart though.
That's very cool.
But it's nice. It's nice that he added sign language for people who are deaf.
Yeah, I think that is the coolest thing. For like it includes a lot of people, but it's also like it's a good gesture.
Yeah.
And it's hype.
Would you guys some deaf dude like, yo, he said some shit, bro. He just said some shit.
Yo, she's like, and Waka Flocka was like, he was like looking at him, like, yeah, go at it. Like, he goes up there, he's like, It was hilarious. I love seeing stuff like that. It warms my heart.
I seen this one woman on a stage for an Eminem show during like Rap God, I think. That was just killing it.
Yo, she was summoning a moon, bro.
Yo, summoning jutsu.
Yo, Madara was like, did you know there's a second one?
Oh my god.
Shit.
But I think it's the same thing with like the whole idea of having cell phones and all that. So I think it's the same idea when you're watching a movie and everyone's like, you know, record, like for Avengers, for example. Remember us? I understand you want to fucking like you want to give it, you know, get your fucking pay's worth on YouTube, whatever. But that's fucked up, man. Like you're just like,
man, the theater experience is a whole other can of worms.
Yeah, that's a whole different. Were you there for the in-game premiere? Maybe Sarah.
No, I missed it. No, I didn't go.
Yo, it's crazy, man.
No, I watched the movie.
I got on the news
when it dropped.
Yeah, we got on the news, bro.
We got on the news.
We were on CTV. Yeah, well, we're on CTV, bro.
I still have it. I can show it to you. Sorry.
Yeah, send me the link. I want to see that.
Yeah.
But it was fucking funny because like we were like legit watching that shit, and like I know like, you know, everyone was, you know, was crying and shit, like having emotional stuff. And there's
Yeah,
like one person in the fucking front row with a monopod, and I'm just like, I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
But these people have actually like they you know why they're doing this, right? They're like recording the movie so they can sell it on their
So
website.
I'm saying,
right?
yeah, they're getting their money's worth.
Yeah,
But at the same time, the experience for themselves, like it's not there. Like,
Yeah,
you're hindering yourself.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. You're kind of disrespecting the movie, disrespecting the people that made it. It's like you show up with your own camera recording their work. Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, bro.
It's like it's sort of like a spit in the face to whoever like contributed to the making of the film. If you really enjoyed it, like you paid your ticket, you really enjoyed the movie, bro. Just go watch, appreciate it, and leave. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how like people should respect like the movie producers and everything. Just give respect to those who
I feel like it's
made the movie.
Like culture thing though. Like in the U.S., I hear a lot of stories about like the theater experience being ruined by so and such, by like all sorts of different factors. But like there's the very famous couple making out in the theater.
Oh yeah.
That's
I know a lot of people though. They don't. There's some. I think some countries that they don't like it when people have like they start screaming and shit and have having like immersive experiences.
Yeah.
So like whenever like say they watch Avengers for the first time, they want the theater to be fucking quiet. Well, you dumbass, you're in a fucking theater enjoying a show that has been like had a massive build up for 10 years and plus.
Right.
Like, of course you're gonna. It's like a roller coaster ride, man.
Yeah.
It's a fucking journey. Like
yeah, I agree that
it's such a buzzkill, bro. Fuck
yeah,
that,
I'm saying
bro.
like it's like bro, like
the theater.
And they talk too, bro. They talk inside the fucking theater, and some of them, those motherfuckers, bro. Before you walk inside before you walk inside
they spoil it.
the
They spoil
cinema,
it. They spoil it.
They talk about it so loud, and people are waiting in line so they can buy that fucking ticket and go watch it. And you're right in front of you talking about the ending, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, motherfucker. But here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I've caught people fucking inside the theater.
Yeah,
man.
no, I have to.
I've seen girls get jumped in that shit, bro. And I'm like, what? I'm like, are you serious? What is this, a bedroom? Get the fuck out of here,
yo, yo, remember we used to watch we watched Fast and Furious 7 together. Remember we watched it with before the lightning before the last day of high school. I had a fucking fever, by the way, during that time. I couldn't fucking I was dead. I walked all the way from my place, took the metro and bus all the way from my place to the theater, and I was sick. Like I had a fever. And I was like, yo, I don't give a shit, man. I'm watching this motherfucker. I'm going to the theater.
You're a soldier, bro. You're a trooper, bro.
I had to do this for Paul Walker, bro. I had to do this for Paul Walker, bro. He died for this shit. I'm gonna die for this shit too, bro.
Yo, respect for this OG dude, bro. Respect for this guy. Rest in peace, Paul.
Yeah, but it's like the experience is very, very different whenever it's like online versus like live, and actually being a part of an immersive experience. Especially when you're there for the premiere, it's like.
I'd like to comment on something that you mentioned about how like the whole buzzkill thing with the theaters asking the people in the audience not to make noise, at least not to emotionally react. I think that's like a faulty logic by the very like origins of theaters, because going back to my own like theater background. When you perform in theater, it's live. It's a one take. There's no second, right? It's do or die at theater, and people react. Like Carol, you came to one of my shows. Like you saw that, like people laugh, people clap, people do things. They react, even though it's the only time that they're ever going to get the chance to experience it. They still manifest.
It's the point. That's the whole point of the experience. It's
natural. It's been like that since
there's a limit.
The Roman days.
There's a limit, bro.
Granted, if you're talking about some random ass shit during like you're talking about what you can eat tonight in the fucking middle of a movie.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm saying like reacting to what's going on.
It's one thing to like react to something that you see. Like, it's totally normal. Like it's like the how do you say the la ronde, for example, like the la ronde.
Yeah, roller coasters.
Like the people that own it's like people that own the roller coasters tell people, "Oh, don't scream when you go down." Come on, bro. If I'm going down,
I'm 30 feet above the air. I am going to scream.
Hey, to be fair, To be fair, funny story. I was the first time I ever went to La Ronde was the only time I ever went to La Ronde. So I went to La Ronde with a couple of friends, and I had a gift card from primary school, and so we went there for free. Well, I went there for free, and then we took the. I was like, I don't like roller coasters that flip because I don't want to be like, I'll get fucking dizzy, right? So
Right.
Yeah, I was there. I think I was there. Didn't
no,
we
no,
go
no. It's like
together?
it's way before. It's way before. So I was like the only thing I like from like La Ronde that doesn't have any flips is the monster and the Goliath, with are probably the two most scariest fucking thing in La Ronde.
Shit was scary as fuck.
So Goliath, because it goes fucking up and it drops like a motherfucker. I was like, oh, there's no flips. It's fine. Yo, when I looked down, oh no, yo, my heart is like, I didn't scream, bro. I couldn't scream. I was and my eyes were closed, bro.
You
I couldn't
seized up.
fucking,
Yeah. You see.
I couldn't breathe, bro. I couldn't breathe. That shit was hitting me like fucking 100 miles per hour, bro. I couldn't fucking breathe. And so when I would go down, I would get pushed back in my fucking chair, and I would go back up. So I'd be like this, bro. I'd be like, it's fucking funny. And it caught me on camera because you know there's a little camera in the end.
When it went down,
You remember, yo, I don't like.
his whole face went down. It's like his whole face sagged when he went down. It was hilarious.
Hey, yo, my face, bro. I looked like I was hyperventilating. I was like,
Like you seized up. Like it looked like your whole face was melting off your face. Like you
It
know
was
what I'm
All sucked out of his body.
it's fucked, bro. And then the monster is probably the most
Oh,
dangerous shit because
shit.
like it stops midway because like it's made of wood, and there's a part in the monster that everybody knows is when it fucks around and shit, and then it suddenly
Yeah.
drops. There's a fucking piece like right on top of the ride that literally reaches your fucking head, so everyone ducks
wow,
down
yeah.
immediately because they think they're gonna get fucking decapitated, bro. It's like, yo, bro,
Yeah, that's
if
fucking.
Shaq goes there, he's done, bro.
If you that's the thing. That roller coaster is old, man. It's been around for a while. That's why it's like. But the one thing that I'm so mind boggled about is that they didn't put it out of commission
Yeah.
when they realized it was that old. They kept running it.
It's made of
Because
wood
it was-
too.
It's true, but you know why? You know why they didn't shut it down? Because that was one of their money makers.
I'm saying, yeah, it was.
People went on it because that shit made money, bro. It's like people came from all over just to try that roller coaster.
You imagine,
Like
you
why
imagine?
it wouldn't make business sense. Why would we shut something down that makes us money? But these motherfuckers don't know that this shit's finna decapitate all their clients.
Yeah, it's not the monster, it's the decapitator. Yeah, Laron's motto, it's like, hey, you want to sign up to die?
Disclaimers: you might lose your head. That's
You might
the
lose your
bullshit
don't lose your
part,
noggin. Don't lose your noggin.
bro. Fuck, bro.
All right.
Okay.
To end this off, because I think we're hitting the like an hour plus mark. Random fucking question, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys brush your teeth before or after you eat breakfast?
After.
For you?
I do it before.
Makes more sense after because
Yeah.
you're going out to the world, so you just you fuck your shit up and then you clean it up before getting into the world.
I know. It makes sense. You're right, but it's just it's like when you've done something for so long, it becomes
Yeah,
like
it's
a
habit.
force of
Yeah, it's
habit.
routine. Yeah.
It's like sometimes you know what happens. Sometimes right before going to bed, I get hungry, and I would have brushed my teeth already, and I just fuck, man, I have to go eat and then brush my teeth again. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
so you do so like at nighttime you eat first, then you brush your teeth. Whereas in the morning you brush your teeth, then you eat. Makes no sense.
I don't know. I agree with you. I know.
No,
I gave up because I know.
No, but a lot of people, they have this like, they're like, oh yeah, because it's supposed to protect your enamel or some weird shit like that, or I don't know what fucking excuse, or it's like, oh, you have morning breath. I'm like, bro, going out the fucking world, bro. You brush your teeth afterwards because you're gonna go out. You're gonna fucking meet other people. Whereas when you're at home, just nobody's there. Who you gonna fucking? You're gonna hit someone like your mom.
And like as soon as you go inside like the outside world, you can smell that stank. You can smell that morning stank, bro.
You got masks now. You got masks now. You can't you smell your own shit.
I swear to God, I don't even know how the mask didn't melt when they spoke, bro. You remember in high school, bro? Like every time we used to wake up in the morning, bro, people just don't brush their teeth, man, and they just show up with their stank ass breath, bro. And like in the morning too, like as soon as you wake up, all you hear is like, "Good morning, everybody." I'm like,
oh. No, for real though. Not even gonna fucking, no disrespect. But the reason why, like, me when I grew up, like my mom would like ask me to fucking clean yourself. I take 2 showers a fucking day, brush your teeth, well, all that shit. Like I'm very hygienic. I'm kind of a fucking clean freak myself. So, granted, that's where it came from. But like I thought like before going like meeting women, not saying that it's your fault. I'm saying like just the people I've met. Uh, Before that, I thought, oh shit, everyone's fucking clean. All girls are clean and shit. Because my mom was fucking hella clean, right? So I was like, oh, yeah, everyone's like that. So I met, I started going on dates and shit. And I hit a fucking brick wall, man. That realization, bro. I was like, holy shit. And I told my mom this, right? My mom was like, bro, like, there's so many women out there fucking smell like horse shit, bro. What are you talking about?
Smell like donkey piss, bro. I was waiting for you to say it.
My mom was telling me that she was like, like she's a girl, so I'm like, well, I thought women, they're more hygienic or clean, they're naturally cleaner. It's like, no, my mom hit me with that. What the fuck?
People are
I'm
people.
telling you, bro.
No,
I'm
but
telling you,
it's weird, man. It's a cultural thing. I know it's not a cultural thing. It's just it's a logical thing. It's like a hygienic thing. I know, like, ever since because I was babysitting too, like the kids I was babysitting, bro, they have like zero hygiene, bro. These fucking
Your kids.
bro, they're fucking
the
10 years
kids,
old.
bro, but
They're 10 years old, bro. They're going to school with other people. When I was 10, I was fucking cleaning myself. I don't know about you guys, bro.
but it depends how they're raised, and it doesn't depend on gender either. It doesn't
Yeah, I
matter
know, it
if they're
depends
a
on the
boy
people
or a
as well. It
girl.
depends on the people.
It doesn't matter at all. It really depends. I truly believe it depends how they're brought up.
Mm.
If like parents were very strict on hygiene, like they would like tell their kids to shower every day, brush your teeth every day, and stuff like that. They pick it up as a habit, and they
Yeah.
continue with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I learned. Like my mom used to whoop my ass
Yeah.
if I don't brush my teeth, bro.
Same.
I used to get whooped. Like every time I go to bed and she knows I didn't brush my teeth, she'd wake the fuck. Oh my God, bro. You wouldn't want to know, bro. She'd slap me awake and force me to go brush my teeth at like 1 a.m., bro.
Yeah, no, me was like I was always playing outside, and like
Oh,
it would be
shit.
dirty as a kid when you're playing outside, so I would take a shower and shit, and I would walk out,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
would still have like like was it
dirt.
dirt on me, and so
Yeah,
get your ass back in there, boy.
Yeah.
Scrub me down, motherfucker, like fucking like a paint job. I was like, God damn, bro, I don't
I
want
get
this.
thrown in the bathtub, bro, for real, bro, to
Nah,
get that
bro.
shit off. Yeah.
No, but that's why I kind of disagree with that whole idea that all their kids. I'm like, yo, bro, that's when they should learn, because they're still easy. They could easily learn when they're kids, whereas when they're adults or like teenagers, that's when the rebellious phase hits, and whatever you tell them to do the opposite, and they'll smell like a fucking.
You should be mad at the parents though, because it's their fault, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
if the parents would have stepped, it's laziness, bro. If the parents would have stepped in earlier in their life and would have told them like the right way to do to clean themselves and stuff like that, they wouldn't have become like that. No way.
It's a madness, man.
Yeah.
Like
But to add on what you said there, like like meeting up women and shit. I'm telling you, bro. Like I've met chicks. I'm not gonna name any of them. They know who they are, but they watch this.
no name drops. No name drops. Yeah, no name drops.
Names. I swear to God, bro. Their box smelled like a tuna sandwich, bro. That shit was nasty, bro.
Yeah,
and
that's like.
I was more clean than them.
So I'm saying, like that was a big realization to me, bro. I was like, whoa, what's going on?
Bro.
What's going on? What
Doesn't matter how beautiful they are, bro. Doesn't matter how nothing. They just smell like dank.
any thoughts, Phil?
Not really. I don't have.
Oh fuck!
Hey man,
you guys have a morning routine?
you're blessed,
though?
bro. You didn't have to experience that stuff, and I hope you never do, bro. Stay blessed, my friend. You don't have to. Yo, it's honestly, bro. I know why people turn gay now, for real, bro. You don't have to. You are blessed, my friend. You don't have to experience that shit, man.
But Jesus, in the morning or like at night, do you guys have like a skincare routine or like a routine that just like a cleansing routine?
Yes.
Not really.
Or is it like more like خلاص man, خلاص la fin de la journée, là, je m'en bats les couilles, là. I'll jump in the fucking. And I know a lot of people, fucking weirdly enough, they mostly guys, they when after like a long ass fucking day, they just brush their teeth and they just jump straight to bed. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you know where you've been?
Nah, I shower before I go to bed for sure, bro.
Yeah, same. I do. I
At
do
least,
both.
you know.
I do both. I'm a psycho. Yo, my skin's all fucked up, man. It's like a bunch of pigmentation. My skin look like burnt fucking wood, bro. It's like there's dots and shit. I take 2 showers a day.
Feels like backwood.
No, I swear to God, I want one in the morning, one in the morning to wake me up, and one at night to clean myself. And like
Yeah.
I shower at the hottest fucking like setting, bro. I was like there's like this much hot water, and then there's like this cold water. There's just to add a little salt in that motherfucker. You know,
That
just add a
could be
little
good
sauce.
for your skin long term.
It's not. My skin's fucked. My
But
skin's.
showering with hot water, but does damage your skin. Believe it or not.
No, I do.
It makes
I
it
do
worse.
believe it. It's fucked. I'm saying
It
like
makes it worse.
my skin look like I look like a fucking cheetah, bro.
It's actually healthier to shower with cold water no more.
Yeah, because
It's been proven too.
Or in between.
Yeah, it can
Yeah,
be warm.
I think that's ideal actually.
warm room temperature water.
No, to me, fucking room temperature for me is like pussy water, bro. Fuck out of here with that shit, bro. I need that heat,
Bro.
I need that super hot fire, bro. I need that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I need to feel it.
You open that door, all that steam comes out of the bathroom.
Bro, I
you were, like,
love
boiling
that, bro.
yourself in the
Oh,
shower.
I love that. Yo, my mom at one point, because I was taking a shower. My mom it was like, yo, what is this? Oh shit! She put her head inside that motherfucker. It was hot, bro. She's like, did you put cold water in there? I'm like, yeah.
you turned that bathroom into a sauna, bro.
You know, and you know when you turn the knobs to shut off all the water, like the right knob is like a little bit, and then the left knob is the whole like,
all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah,
you put the cold water a little bit so you don't fucking burn alive. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, the cold water is just a little sauce, you know what I'm saying? A little sprinkle.
A little drizzle, you know.
Little seasoning on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It's too bland if it's just too hot.
Oh shit.
Do you have a skincare routine, Daryl?
I think me is more just I always wash my face out before going to bed. Wash my face, and I usually scrub my sneaky spots, so like my armpits and my ball sack. and my asshole. But yeah, no, I like usually if Hey yo, PG
casually too. Oh yeah, I gotta
PG-13. But yeah, no, it's like if I haven't gone out, like say today, if I don't go out and then tonight I go to sleep, I just scrub the essential parts, and then I wash my face, and then I put Vaseline though. That's the thing. I put Vaseline around my here, like around my nose, my lips, and like a little bit of my forehead, just to like sort of let things loose. And like I go to sleep like that. It feels great. He's still cracking up.
That killing me, bro. It's like you said it so casually. That's what's killing me.
Hey, yo, it's a simple matter. Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, washing my back.
Anyways,
oh man, that should kill me.
I know a guy, not to name any names once again,
no name
who before going to bed, he used to like put toothpaste on his face.
Did he miss his teeth? Like what was going on?
No,
man. Bow! Oh, this feels good.
To make his skin better, he said. I
My
always
mom used elevator.
Kind of gross, but I don't know.
My mom used aloe vera. Like she does a mix of water and aloe vera, and then she fucking does like a bunch of shit on her face. I'm like, yo, bruv, like.
But have any of you guys heard about people putting toothpaste on their faces?
I know.
That I heard of.
I know a lot of guys in the comment section, or like who a lot of dickheads in this comment section will be like, oh, you know damn well what's good on girls' face. If you know, you know. Man said a facial, innit?
Hey,
oh, get demonetized.
Man said I know the skin routine, man.
Yo, bro.
Only one skin routine for my lady.
Yeah. Man gonna save it for tonight.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I think most of them it's they have like essential oils and shit. Like I know a lot of women do a lot of essential oils and shit, and like they start criticizing dudes for like Oh, you don't have a skincare routine. You don't wash your face and shit.
Yo, they get mad as fuck when you tell them that. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why they get so mad when you tell them, yeah, I don't have a skin routine.
Because they break out when they do.
They break out, fam. They're jealous. Jealous of this natural beauty. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, my face. I've never had a skin routine. I never like got into it. Every time like I get out, like I head out with like friends and stuff, we'll have a date for sure. Like I go and I put some cream and stuff, and it's mostly like the scented ones, like Nivea or something like that, just make my skin smell nice.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I don't waste my money on like cocoa butter and all that bullshit. You know, like my
Yeah,
skin.
I put lotion, Vaseline lotion. I'm like, after I get off the shower, I just put it all over my body to make it smooth and like.
only if you're ashy though, yeah.
No, because me, I take 2
You're
showers
ashy
a day.
on the thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I take 2 showers a fucking day, bro. I don't give a fuck if I'm ashy. I need some moisturizing. You know what I'm saying? My skin's like, yo, Daryl, we gonna break, fam. We need some lube in this bitch. Especially my ball
It
sack.
depends on the person, yeah.
Oh man. Oh yo, a little side anecdote, yeah. Manscaped, yeah, fucking scam.
Oh yeah, you tried?
Well, I have a similar
Real?
one. Yeah, it's fucking scam. Just buy a normal razor and like just what, because like, you know, a lot of people like, they're like, oh, it's good for your balls. You shave your balls. Like but yeah, no, that shit will bleed, bro. It's mad.
Dude, that the whole point of it is that it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, the guard does not fucking work. It's the same thing as a normal
Seriously? Oh fuck, man. I actually like the more I see the ads, I'm like, oh man, maybe it's a really good product I could use.
No,
Fuck
it's
sakes,
the
bro.
same thing as a normal razor. You could just have a normal razor and it's cheaper and have like a normal guard on there, and then just like it'll do the same fucking thing. It'll do the same job.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Fuck.
like, yo, I remember one time I was fucking shaving my balls, bro. The first time I fucking, dude, nah, bro. It's some dark
For
shit going
real
on.
shit, man. That's fucked up, bro. I was actually considering getting it. Good thing that you told me.
But yeah, you know, that's why you know what, the reason why I'm so wise is because a lot of stupid shit happened in my fucking life and I learned the hard way.
Yo, I bet you if you go to their Instagram page, you see Daryl's comment. This shit don't work.
Nah, bro. I told you, Phil. I saw the reviews on Amazon about the Manscaped, and everyone was like, "Yo, bro, like, yo, if you guys thinking of buying this shit, nah, bro, it doesn't work. It just shredded my fucking ball sack."
Yeah.
I was on a date with my lady, and I had to shave myself in the shower. And yo, I fucking shredded my ball sack. Me and my lady were staring at it, blood everywhere, bro. I was dying laughing. Bro.
Yeah, you told me.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
Hey, man.
it's nah. I don't think. I don't know if the price, maybe because the bundle makes sense with the oils and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend it.
They sell it as a marketing tactic. They bring up like real issues that we have of, you know, going under and raised and stuff. Like they know the issue and they market it with that issue, but the product doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's just that they market the issue. Everybody
Exactly.
can relate. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I always cut myself when I'm down there, you know what I'm saying? It's annoying, I always bleed everywhere. And they're like, oh, but look at this product, it doesn't. Like,
Well, exactly.
who the fuck knows, bro? Who the
Yeah,
fuck knows?
I always give myself a fade down there, bro. I got a nice fade down there.
For that chest, bro.
Yo, I feel that chest. No cap. Yo, I feel that chest though.
Chest, bro.
Yo, that shit look real nice and V. You know what I'm saying? Fucking fade going down.
Hey, girl. Yo, ladies like a nice trim, bro.
Hey, yo, if you don't like what you see, bro, I like what I see, so I don't give a fuck about you, cuz. All right, I think we're ended there, man. All right, so I'm Daryl.
I'm Phil.
I'm Miss Sarah.
I'll be posting every Wednesday, so stay tuned for next week. I don't know if you guys are was it free the 23rd, because it's like a day before Christmas. I don't know if you guys.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm free.
23. All right. So we'll do one next week before Christmas, and we might have, we might wear some fucking Christmas hats, whatever.
The Christmas podcast?
Yeah, the Christmas podcast, yeah. But seeing as, COVID fucked our whole shit up, we have nothing else to do, fam. So let's get it.
Yeah,
this podcast lit, bro. That's fine.
Listen to it on SoundCloud. I'll give you a link in the description down below, and follow our social media platforms as well. And stay well, stay lit.
Oh, follow
take care.
my boy Daryl, follow my boy Philip. We out of this bitch.
Yeah.